몸매 목폴라를 입어도 태 나오는 몸매 목매인의 괜히 멍해진 동공 내 초점은 동체 수원 조절 본능에 내 똥매 보자마자 딱딱히고 더는 메가 메두사 쪽방에 터져 허리선이 펀치라인 피부는 미운 내 살 말투마저 귀여운 부산 네 수입산 맛이 궁금해 탐스러운 자연산 복숭아 수박 클럽 안은 이미 동물 농장 다 불러 모아 맥
I bet I heart wait a minute girl 어디가 너무 쳐다봐서 미안해 근데 네가 눈에 뜰 수가 없어 보고 싶어 너의 몸매 너의 몸매 Alright yeah 네 앞에 쓰면 비욘세 납작해 답답해 시원하게 그냥 갖다 대 구리비 피부에 네 허벅지는 탄탄해
Game early before launch.
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like, it's probably one of the most helpful things we have because we work all year, and we're in our little silo, we're building our game, and we think it's in a good state, but until you get these players who play all year long, and they're representing the My Team community, the My Player community, you know, rec, the pro guys, like basically everyone's kind of got their little representative inside. And they give us a great, their great 2 cents of like how the game is feeling right off the bat, what they want to see changed, what could be tweaked, what's terrible, what's great. And
thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge joining us from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one of the NBA's 75 greatest. Coach Ty Lue says to go from being a 15th pick to that means a lot. It's a tribute to his hard work and dedication. And Leonard credits that work ethic to his dad. He says, I try to play as hard as I can each night. That's what my father wanted me to do. Kevin?
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for the Bulls, we've got Alex Caruso. DeRozan out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic and it's Ball in at the point guard position. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. To the middle, here's DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Morris Sr.
Marcus Morris picks one up there.
A sneaky move by DeRozan, catches the defender leaning and draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Leonard, that's for 2. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Hard not to call Leonard's number every time down the floor. He's become that dominant.
Pass to Caruso. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The 3 from George. Buries it from three-point range.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now here's Ball. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And Morris throws it down.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside, and the dunk by DeRozan.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And that one's good, Leonard.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
An absolute force on the offensive glass. Vooch works hard to impact the game any way he can.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ball. The Clippers also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Morris.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Terrence Mann, Bones Highland.
.129 left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Man, what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
The pass to Dosunmu. The dish to Drummond. They need this, and he sinks the layup.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
And that one, good.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Williams against Batum. And there it is for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Bulls trail by 13. Outside, Levine. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Levine can't hit. Powell finds Plumlee, makes it off the glass.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Not gonna go that time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles on top, up by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Plumlee in at the center. Now, here is George. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Ball. No points in the game yet for him. Fires the 3. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in.
thank you to the Bulls kids. One more
At the elbow, Vucevic.
Vucevic.
On the wing, Williams. Shot to stop the run. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And it's Gordon missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Poked away. Out left to the wing. The wide open look here for Caruso. And Vucevic throws it down.
Good physicality inside from Vooch. He's not afraid to mix it up with the defender.
And here's George for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Vucevic to the pass, the ball. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
And here Here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Chicago calls timeout.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Zach LaVine comes in for Williams. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lonzo Ball. The Clippers also changing it up. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Norman Powell comes in for Gordon. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. They get it again. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
Oh my, not just a good athlete, Andre is a freakish athlete. Something that really shines when he's creating highlights.
And a look at the Mobile One drive. Driving right into your living room.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens. And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by DeRozan. Mann gets the bucket.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
DeRozan against Batum. LaVine can't hit. Left side, George. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that triple? Put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's Los Angeles out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Here with Ty Lue, good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. When we make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
They're getting a lot out of their bench. A lot. For the most part, opponents' game plan is to take away the starters. But then, when the second unit comes in and plays with this type of intensity and torches the Nets, you've created a whole new problem for the other team.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
I know teams love to rely on the three these days, but you gotta know when to get away from it. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Please give a big round.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Vucevic all out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Levine, and at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared the downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Took him no time at all on that one.
For 3.
George has got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Offline with his 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
He is absolutely not afraid of anybody. Russ takes on anyone, anywhere, and plays with such tenacity.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe. But they play to their identity.
Westbrook with the bucket.
3. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Shot clock at 6. And Covington sends it back.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Now here's Levine. Back to Caruso. Pass to Vucevic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 8 points for Vucevic.
Whether it's off the pick and pop or just spotting up, the stats show that Vooch is lights out on catch and shoot jumpers.
So for the Bulls, Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ball. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Powell's checked in. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's Drummond. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Mason Plumlee.
The massive size of Drummond coming into play. Tough to guard without fouling.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
He hits both from the stripe. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced. Hard to keep Andre from doing this when he's motivated, one of the league's best at following up shots.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Being with the rebound. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Dosunmu. The baseline J off the mark. The Clippers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Where everyone knows once Drummond gets anywhere around the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
For 3, Westbrook. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Westbrook gets it to go.
There's only one Russell Westbrook, and when he's on, he puts on a show.
Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Batum for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Clippers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here now, the Clippers. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Gordon. Morris is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot.
A late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Javonte Green, he's checked in for Dosunmu.
Javonte Green.
Los Angeles on D. Terry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Highland passes to Covington. He can't hit that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Bobbed up there for Drummond. He can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Green after the made shot from Robert Covington. Green finds Drummond. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Eric Gordon.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Amir Coffey's checked in for the Clippers. A 3 from Morris. It's Drummond with the rebound. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Chicago. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's Morris for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. Gordon against Terry. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Andre Drummond absorbs a ton of hits, has the strength to finish through contact.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now here's White. Back to Green. Kicks it out to Jones. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Terry. Good work defensively by Morris. LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And here's Covington from the arc. For Chicago, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Terry. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Here's Highland. And a miss there on the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Green, no luck.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Coffey. No good from outside. The Bulls shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Russell Westbrook.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Green. Clippers able to drain the 3. He feeds it to Terry. Left side, Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they gotta be happy with the outcome.
Covington with the bucket.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Russell, congrats. How satisfying is this win?
It's great. Did what we were supposed to do. We came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
And you continue to keep it rolling, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.